Go on, pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football. Houston, nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Reset! 19!
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
925!
He's checking crack.
Hey, motion backfield, motion. 959!
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Shit, shit, shit.
Alert!
Goose.
959!
Back.
Watson with a give to Miller. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go, baby.
924!
Crunch. Slam. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Corey Vedvik now set to punt. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. This is brought in at the 21. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Alert, 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 alert.
955. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he goes out right around the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Hey, alert 33. Check 55. Hey, Delta.
Mayfield on 1st down. That's taken in by Callaway. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Flush to his right. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 15. After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Watson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Check 41.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Check 55, Mike.
You don't know no better. Point it right.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Here we go.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A second down throw for Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Chopper!
Check 24.
Mayfield with it once more. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Jim. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. No.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
First and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns have taken the lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, 59! There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go! Let's go!
On first down, Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Shoot. Slam. Check nine.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, it's Hunt. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Sponge! 20 points down, he's coming. Down and go!
From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, hey, hey. We got 3, we got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Check 13.
Hey, alert!
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 43.
Throwing again is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson. Down he goes. Jannard Avery in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Hey, 31!
He's coming, double up.
Down and go!
From the 50, it's Watson going up top. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Watson now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, alert 33! Hey, Charlie!
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Pistol. Alert! What's up?
Mayfield now from the 50. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Mayfield to throw it. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hurry, hurry! I got him. That's me. King!
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot at the... And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, as time expires in the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle offensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Alert! Regular!
On second down, Mayfield again. He's going to look deep now for... That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory. 3
touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now Watson. It's caught by Sanders. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A first down carry now for Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Mike 20. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball. Big edge. Kill.
64. Kill. Down him, go.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now left side on the swing pass. There goes Duke Johnson. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Go! At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Good set. Great team.
I got one. Strong right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Cybert on for the PAT. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Browns 45, Texans 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short.
The Texans take over first and 10.
We got this.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. On 2nd down, it's Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Slam. Slam. Motion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Miller. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mayfield now. It's caught. Beckham. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Second down and goal. Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Try to get it to Landry there. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Denzel Ward. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert, alert.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
Texans 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Watson setting up the screen for Miller. Room to run again. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the counter, it's Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's get it.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. To throw is Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And Odell Beckham Jr., the 30, 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, the win will help them